Cheers.
Cheers, love. Oh gosh, nearly dropped it then.
Don't drop the strawberry. Is it glass? Would it break?
I think it is glass.
I don't know. It is glass. These are funky, aren't they?
Yeah, they're very they're made in China.
I wonder if someone's hobby is making glass things.
I don't know anybody whose hobby that is.
That was a good segue,
It was a good segue,
wasn't it?
I don't know who does that.
Glass blowing is a thing, but I don't know if people do it as a hobby because you have to have a lot of equipment for that.
You'd have to have an awful lot of equipment.
What are your hobbies, Bedouin? List them.
If I had to say, first, do you think a hobby kind of like paints a good picture of what a kind of person, what kind of person they are?
Potentially. What are yours?
Football.
Yeah.
Um,
When you say your hobby is football, playing football, I wouldn't say viewing football as a hobby. I think a hobby has to be something that you
do.
Yeah, rather than witness.
Okay. But if somebody said they go to concerts, would they say that's a hobby? Or go to the theatre? You're just viewing the theatre.
I view that as an interest.
Okay.
I think hobby is an interest. Hobby to me is something that you actually do.
Not a lot.
I don't have hobbies either.
Play video games.
Yeah, that's a good hobby.
Yeah. I
Golf?
don't play it. Yeah, yes, and golf. That's the big one that I was.
Oh, sorry, you're saving that for later. Sorry.
No, but it's okay. Yeah, I play golf sometimes.
You're building up to it.
I'd like to get into something like tennis.
Oh.
I think I'd be quite good at tennis.
You would be. You played it when we went on holiday. They had a little tennis tournament at the...
I held my own against people who play tennis
it.
quite a lot.
Yeah.
I held my own, didn't I? I came last.
But
out of 4.
everyone seemed really good, to be honest.
And I held my own against them.
Yeah.
I'm going to just reiterate that. I did okay, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah, it was.
You
Yeah.
did.
So I'd like to maybe get into tennis or something, or... this is very left field.
Okay.
Like stitching or like...
Whoa.
I
Haberdashery.
don't know what that means, or...
I don't really know either. I think a haberdashery is where you go and buy wool and stuff. I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm going to walk in and you're going to be like...
Maybe something to put my mind on. That's
Isn't
just
that
very
funny how we've decided that's a feminine thing to do? And we've gone like, oh, man can't do like stitching or knitting.
yeah.
Because that's feminine. But why?
Why not? I'm confident enough. I'm fine. I'll do
Secure.
it. I'm secure. I'll do it.
Great.
Maybe.
I think you'd be good at that. I think...
Or just drawing more.
Oh, that's nice.
Like I used to draw quite a lot when I was a kid,
Yeah.
and I'm not good, but I just like the kind of the thing of drawing.
Do you think adults in general have less hobbies now?
Yeah, definitely. People used to do like things that people used to do as hobbies now is just like something that they do just in the background. So listening to music used to be a hobby.
Yeah, because it was a very active thing.
Yeah.
We don't do a lot of things actively anymore, though.
No, we do things passively now.
Yes.
So music is something that people just
Stick on.
They stick music on in the background to do something else.
Yeah.
Even you'd think maybe even people would say, "Oh, this afternoon I'm going to listen to the radio," and they just sit in the living room and listen to the radio.
And that's like what I'm going to do for 2 hours.
Yeah, because I'm listening to the radio.
I'm doing something. That's so true. Maybe hobbies are dying because it requires you to do something very actively, and we don't like that anymore because we like doing something that we can do whilst also going on our phone. So that, people like watching telly still because they can watch telly while being on their phone.
Oh, which is
Whereas
nice.
if we said to someone, do some knitting, I don't want to do that because I can't do that while doing other things. I have to.
No, don't get me wrong. If I was stitching, I would probably stitch while I'm watching the football.
Yeah.
I
What a
would.
lovely balance. That's such a balanced man.
I'd stitch the match. Yeah, no, I would. I would. I wouldn't. Or maybe listening to music in the background.
Yeah.
I want to buy a record player, and who am I becoming?
Who is this man? He's
Yeah.
a married man now. He wants a record player.
I
wants
wanna-
a stitch.
God.
Yeah, I think hobby. Because what are some hobbies that people would have had in the past that they don't do anymore? I mean,
Walking.
I think now.
Walking, it has become a hobby, whereas in the past it
You
used
just
to be. Of course, you walk.
Well, I think what's happened with hobbies is because we live in a hustle culture, and we also live in like a self-improvement culture. I think people only want to take up a hobby if A, it's going to make them money, and it can be like a side hustle.
True.
or B, it's going to help them in some way. Like, for example, cycling. It keeps you fit, keeps you healthy, whatever, blah, blah. I don't think people do hobbies just because they like it as much anymore. I think obviously people do. I'm not saying no one does. But
which is maybe why stitching or drawing for me is a bit rogue.
yeah, because you would do it just because you fancy it. Well, like, I really want to do salsa lessons. I want to go salsa dancing. I think that would be a good example of a hobby that I'm just doing.
No, I think
like
I think it would help your brain.
Yeah, but I'm not consciously doing it because I want to make money off it. I'm not going to become a salsa dancer.
Well, let's see.
Smashing salsa comes out next. But I think people, the other thing is people feel that they have to turn their hobbies into an income. So, like, for example, let's say if you got into stitching and you liked it. We keep calling it stitching. It's definitely not stitching. Embroidery, yeah. Because stitching is just where you've got a rip in your jeans and you want to fix it.
Well, I'm picturing doing like a cross stitch or something.
Yeah, a cross stitch or embroidery. Yeah, that's what it is. So let's say you got really good at your cross stitching and your embroidery, and then someone said, "Oh, Bez, you should sell these." And then suddenly, is it a hobby anymore? If you start selling it, is it still your hobby? Should you make a business out of your hobby?
Well, yeah, I listen to a lot of podcasts about football, and they're all people who just like football, but football has become their job almost. Like they're YouTubers who talk about football and podcasters who just talk about football. Yeah, I don't know.
Because it could be the best thing you've ever done. It could be like, for us, I would say this is like the best thing ever because I love making YouTube videos. I love teaching. I would say before YouTube was a hobby, I would say.
Yeah, so have you lost the hobby by doing this?
I would still it still feels like a hobby. It doesn't feel, I think because I don't have a boss, that's what makes it not feel like a job.
Yeah.
It's still, and because I'm completely in control and we can decide we're going to make this, we're going to make this. So it does still feel like a hobby. And because we still teach, our entire money does not rely on YouTube. I don't know how I'd feel if all of my money relied on YouTube. Then I'd feel a bit more like it's a business. It's got to do well.
Yeah.
But I don't think.
I think that's what I mean. Like, time is valuable. Time is money.
Yeah.
So people now don't want to waste time just sitting embroidering. Yeah, doing cross stitch. They don't. Or like making these flowers, for example.
Yeah.
Just making them just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
People wouldn't do that, I don't think, anymore.
Because culture and society tells you should be, any second you should be doing something for the hustle. You should be trying to earn money and doing stuff. If you're making something, sell it. Like do all that, which is a shame.
Which is why I think golf is a really good hobby. But even then, there is a self-improvement aspect to it because there's always something you can. There is an improvement. You can always get better at it.
That's good.
I think golf is different to football, where if you play football every week, that game of football that you play every week is different every single week. There are so many variables with the game of football. One week you could be good, one game you could be bad, just because the people you're playing against are better than you, or you're feeling better than last week or whatever. Whereas in golf, you're playing the same. Well, if you go to the same golf course, you're playing the same 18 holes every week. Maybe the conditions can be slightly different, but if you are better, if you play better one week than another, there are reasons why you're playing better, and you can always improve. So it's a good hobby for self-improvement, while being just something that you do for the fun of it as well. I think there's different versions of golf you could do where you can I could go for one round with my dad and we're just basically just going around just playing golf and talking, and then maybe if I play golf with my friend, maybe there's a slight competitive edge to it and it's a bit more it would be fun who wins this game or whatever. Yeah. What about you? You just said you don't have any hobbies.
I don't think I do.
Singing?
You would say singing is a hobby, but like I don't think I do it in a structured way. No. I would like to get into. I want to join a club that's either singing or like performing.
I think, but you've got a flugelhorn. You do, and I think you're screaming out to just start playing that again.
This is the same issue I've got with reading. I'm not a very good reader because I feel like I'm wasting time. I think it's exactly what I was just saying. Anything I do that isn't for the YouTube channel, for teaching, I feel like it's a waste of time.
But you watch a lot of films and TV shows.
Yeah, because I consider that my downtime.
But why wouldn't
you're
playing a trumpet be your downtime?
Yeah, you're completely right. I don't know, because I'd rather watch telly. I'd rather watch TV than play the flugelhorn. I would like to get... I've always been bad at this. You know what I'm about to say. I've always been terrible So when I was a kid, I was very good at singing for a child.
You're very good at a lot of things, seemingly. I didn't know you
Thanks.
when you were a child.
Thank you. I was very good at singing. So when I was a little girl, I just opened my mouth and I sang from the age of like 4. And it was the easiest thing in the world. I didn't have to think about it. And I think everyone has things they're naturally good at. And my thing was singing. I was naturally good at singing. So I'd always get asked to like sing songs at church, blah, blah, blah. And it felt amazing. People were saying, oh, Laura, you're so good at that, blah, blah. And then my dad really likes brass instruments. And so he conducted a brass band and I joined the band. And I was like, we're going to learn how to play an instrument.
You joined the band?
Yeah, at the church.
Did you?
Yeah, I was in that band.
How old were you?
7.
You were. I've seen this band.
Yeah.
They're all old men.
No. There's 2 different bands. There's a kid band and an old band.
Oh, you joined the kid band.
Yeah.
And he was the leader of the kid band.
No, he was the leader of the adult band, but he wanted me to learn an instrument.
So you joined the adult band.
No, the kid band.
And he wasn't leading that.
No.
Oh. Okay. Carry on.
Okay.
Sorry.
Either way,
That was confusing.
My dad wanted me to learn an instrument, and so we got an instrument. We got a horn, and it's piano as well. My mum wanted me to learn piano, so at the age of about 7, I was starting to learn piano and horn because they were like, Laura's musical. She's going to love these things, whatever. And something about the learning it.
Yeah, the process of learning.
I got there, and like the piano teacher said, okay, Laura, first thing we're going to do is there's a C. Bing. And then boom. And I was like, oh, this takes work. I have to actually like work for this.
Yeah.
Whereas with singing, I just went, la, and it just comes out and I don't have to try and it's lovely. Whereas piano and musical instruments, I had to put work in and the work was boring because you have to do the boring stuff first. You can't do the like first lesson. And I hated it, and I quit piano after about 2 years.
Yeah.
And I quit horn after about 3 years.
Talking to somebody, a very interesting woman.
Not good at
and
it.
And she plays the piano, but she's like started learning as an adult, which I don't think you hear about very often.
No, you don't. People don't have the time.
And she said that with learning the piano, it's really difficult and it's not fun until the moment when you can play a song for the first time, and then you just kind of unlock the joy of it, and you go, because then you could just go to your piano or your keyboard or whatever,
open up some music,
and I'm just going to play the music. So yeah,
I was
it's a bit
not
of a grind.
willing to do the work to get there, and I'm still a bit like that. The things I'm naturally good at, I go ham on that. I think I'm naturally good at teaching. I think I'm naturally good at like presenting stuff. I really go for that. Anything that requires me to learn something from scratch.
Which is interesting because I think a lot of people like doing something.
I don't.
So like, again, I think I will never reach this point with golf. But if I ever become really good at golf, I think the better I get at golf, the less fun it'll be, I think.
You like the process of like getting better?
I think I like it. I like we call it like, like the little small gains that you get. So, I've learned how to do this. Now I can use that. Now I can use that. Like same thing with like, even weirdly with like completely different, but with a video game. I think the beginning of a video game is fun because you're using your brain more because you're still getting used to the controls and things. Whereas when the controls are coming naturally to you, like maybe you don't get this, but like with a video game, like you have to learn, okay, that button does that button does that.
And then it just becomes second nature.
And then it becomes second nature. Later in the game, you're not using your brain as much, I don't think. So I think it's more fun at the beginning.
I do not find it more fun when I'm using my brain more. That is not how I view
Like
hobbies.
defeating a monster.
I'd like to get to right the end where I'm really good at it straight away.
But defeating your first monster in a game, for example, you finish it, you go, yes. You beat your second one, yes. Whereas when beating a monster is just like one swipe of your sword or whatever, it's less satisfying, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to be better. That's why I'm trying to like learn French and stuff, because French is a language you have to start from scratch. I'm not naturally know what French are. Thank you. It's tough.
Merci.
Merci. Thank you.
I don't know, you're welcome in French.
I don't think I do either.
Yeah, you do.
De rien. I got it.
De rien.
So I'm trying with that.
You should. I think the flugelhorn would be great for you.
It's just a bit loud for the neighbours. I'd rather do me singing.
That's a bit loud.
Depends what you're singing.
Okay, yeah.
I'll just sing softly like Billie Eilish.
I think the flugelhorn would make your dad very happy as
Yes,
well.
it would.
And it would connect with your childhood again. Little Laura would be so proud of you.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, why are you
Or
playing a brass
what about
instrument?
learning to draw? Like really learning how to draw.
Okay, right. If I had all the time in the world to choose like 3 hobbies that I could really get good at, I would probably choose
And starting like from scratch.
starting from scratch and having a teacher that would really help me and whatever. I'd probably do something like playing the saxophone. That's cool.
That's loud. That's bigger.
That's true. Okay. I'd
But
probably do
okay,
that.
saxophone.
Or maybe the guitar. The guitar, because then I can sing at the same time.
Okay, the guitar.
The guitar. Maybe
Dancing, any dancing?
yeah, dancing.
Like
ballroom
ballroom
dancing.
dancing.
Yeah, ballroom dancing
And then
and something.
baking.
No, because then you eat them, and then I'd have cakes every day. Maybe maybe incredible cooking, like artisanal,
Yeah.
like chef grade cooking.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 hobbies that I would go for, and I'm trying. I'm going to go to salsa classes, so I'm getting that done.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever play the guitar. I think that ship sailed.
Did you have a guitar?
I did get one once, and as one of my many things that I said to my mum and dad, like, I'm really going to do it. I'm really going to do it.
What do you mean one of the many things?
I said I really was going to play the guitar and become a
Oh.
guitarist. I said
Become a guitarist.
I said I was going to become a footballer. I went to the football
footballer?
club. I went to the football club.
No, but you didn't tell them I'm going to become a footballer.
No, but I did say, like, I'm really going to try. I'm really going to do it. Like, I really want to.
Why did you want to go?
Because my friend was going.
Right.
I went for 2 weeks. I said that I wanted to get a ukulele. That was another one.
I'm going to become a ukulelist.
There's a lot of things that I thought I was going to do, and then I realised you have to work hard at it. And
It
isn't it?
says a lot about
I think
a person.
I think it's just because when I was a kid I was very good. I think if I wasn't naturally good at singing, I don't think I would have had this issue. I think it's just because I got so much joy from singing so quickly that when I don't get joy from something instantly, I go, oh, this is annoying.
But people find the joy in the hard work. I think some people. What hobbies do you think I should take up if I had to?
Yeah, maybe something with your hands. Maybe like, I don't know if cross stitch necessarily, but like something with your hands. Yeah, like
Colouring. No, not colour.
Colouring.
But like a colouring book would be nice.
yeah, if you want to. I think proper art, like actual with a canvas, like art.
Possibly, but I don't know what I'd do with it after. Because you wouldn't want me to put it up. You wouldn't.
Depends how good it is. It might be good. Carpentry.
Carpentry. Carpentry. No way.
Um,
I don't know.
gardening. Growing vegetables and stuff.
We can't grow vegetables out there.
No, that's not a very.
But I would maybe take a bit more care in the garden.
Okay.
Possibly.
And then I also think some kind of like sport.
Yeah, well, my friends play football on a Friday that I want to join in with.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this, please invite me more, please.
Or something like badminton.
Yeah, I'd love-
Squash.
My friends have started going to squash a little bit
Yeah,
now.
something like a sport that's something you should get into. And then also
But I'm...
your piano more.
Yes.
Because you're very good at piano, but you just don't do it very often. So you
Not
should.
very good at piano. I would say very good for people who are very good. I'm okay at piano.
But I think you should like have in your head at least once a week I sit down and play and sing.
Yeah.
And you're probably going to join a choir,
Yeah.
do more singing.
I have joined a choir.
That's true.
Been once.
Yeah.
Um,
So get doing more singing and stuff.
There's a rock climbing
Oh yeah,
centre.
you were talking about that for a bit.
Yeah.
You should do that.
But I've got my thumb hurts, so I can't
You've
go.
got golf thumb,
Yeah, I hurt my thumb.
playing golf.
Yeah.
See, hobbies are dangerous.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
No, I would say that my main hobby is
Do you think that shopping is a hobby? Sorry for interrupting you.
a lot of people would say yes. Yeah, it's a hobby. It's a
Or like
pastime.
technology. Is technology a hobby? Like just reading about it and learning about it.
Like for me, the definition of a hobby is it's got to be something that you physically do, and it involves some kind of skill that you're building.
Recreational.
Yeah, skill for fun reasons. Like,
I teach someone who is building a computer,
fair enough.
just like with the chipboards and everything.
Some people do like cars, don't they? Like classic cars.
Where would I build a
No,
classic
no, I'm not saying
car?
you do it. I'm saying that's a hobby that some people do.
Yeah.
They'll take an old car
Lego?
and they'll Lego, that's another hobby people do.
But again, I don't like the thing of you've got it and then what do you do with it?
Yeah. If you could please not get into a hobby that creates a lot of stuff.
We're gonna have embroidered walls. Yeah, I'm gonna knit you some curtains, Lauren.
Knitted good. Because that's the thing, yeah. If you have a hobby that creates a lot of stuff, you feel like you want to present it and go, well, this is the thing, this is my stuff. If you could learn how to make me clothes, love that. If you could make me like dresses.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Sorted. Look at that. Well done. Cheers me again. Have a lovely rest of your day.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.